Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Then we'll read the verse. Text number 26. Srila Sukadeva Goswami continued. Thus, advised by Lord Brahma and relieved of their anxiety, all the demigods went to the sage Vishwarupa, the son of Vasta. My dear king, they embraced him and spoke as follows. The demigods said, Beloved Vishwarupa, may there be all good fortune for you. We, the demigods, have come to your ashram as your guests. Please try to fulfill our desires according to the time, since we are on the level of your parents. O Brahman, the highest duty of a son, even though he has sons of his own, is to serve his parents, and what to speak of a son who is a brahmachari. The Acharya, the spiritual master who teaches all the Vedic knowledge and gives initiation by offering the sacred trade, is the personification of all the Vedas. Similarly, a father personifies Lord Brahma, a brother, King Indra, a mother, the planet Earth, and a sister, Mercy. A guest personifies religious principles, an invited guest personifies the demigod Agni, and all living entities personify Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. According to the moral instructions of Chanakya Pandit, Atmavat Sarvabhuteshu, one should observe all living entities to be on the same level as oneself. This means that no one should be neglected as inferior, because Paramatma is seated in everyone's body. Everyone should be respected as a temple of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This verse describes the different ways in which one should respect a guru, a father, a brother, a sister, a guest, and so on. Next verse. Dear son, we have been defeated by our enemies, and therefore we are very much aggrieved. Please mercifully fulfill our desires by relieving our distress through the strength of your austerities. Please fulfill our prayers. Since you are completely aware of the Supreme Brahman, you are a perfect Brahmana, and therefore you are the spiritual master of all orders of life. We accept you as our spiritual master and director, so that by the power of your austerity, we may easily defeat the enemies who have conquered us. One must approach a particular type of guru to execute a particular type of duty. Therefore, although Vishwarup was inferior to the demigods accepted him as their guru to conquer the demons. Next number 32. Just repeat after me. Na garhayanti hi artheshu yavistham kriyavivadanam chandobhyo anyatra na brahman svayo jaishtasya karanam na garhayanti artheshu yavistham kriyavivadanam chandobhyo anyatra na brahman svayo jaishtasya karanam na garhayanti artheshu yavistham kriyavivadanam
न गृह्णन्ति अर्थेषु इष्टाङ्गृह्यभिवादनम् छन्दोभ्योऽन्यत्र न ब्रह्मन् वायो जैषस्य कारणम्
गर्हयन्ति हि अर्थेषु यविष्ठाङ्ग्रियभिवादनम् छन्दोभ्योऽन्यत्र हि ब्रह्मन् वयो ज्येष्ठस्य कारणम्
Mothers, word meaning. Na, not. Garhayanti, forbid. He, indeed. Artheshu, in acquiring interest. Yavishthangri, at the lotus feet of a junior. Avivadanam, offering obeisances. Chandobhyaha, the Vedic mantras. Anyatra, apart from. Na, not. Brahman, O Brahmana. Vayaha, age. Jaishtasya, of seniority. Karanam, the cause. Translation. Please repeat after me. The demigods continued. Do not fear criticism for being younger than us. Such etiquette does not apply in regard to Vedic mantras, except in relationship to Vedic mantras. Seniority is determined by age, but one may offer respectful obeisances even to a younger person who is advanced in chanting Vedic mantras. Therefore, although you are junior in relationship to us, you may become our priest without hesitation. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. It is said, Vrindavan vayasa vina. One may be senior without being advanced in age. Even if one is not old, one gains seniority if he is senior in knowledge. Vishnu was junior in relationship to the demigods because he was their nephew. But the demigods wanted to accept him as their priest, and therefore he would have to accept obeisances from them. The demigods explained that this should not be a cause for hesitation. He could become their priest because he was advanced in Vedic knowledge. Similarly, Chanakya Pandit advises, Nishad api uttamam jnanam. One may accept education from a member of a lower social order. The Brahmanas, the members of the most elevated Varna, are teachers. But a person in a lower family, such as the family of Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, or even Sudras, may be accepted as a teacher if he has knowledge. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu approved of this when he expressed this opinion before Ramananda Rai. Kiva Vipra Kiva Nyasi Shudra ke Nyay, Jai Krishna Tattva Veda Sai Guru Hai. It does not matter whether one is a Brahmana, Sudra, Grihastha, or Sannyasi. These are all material designations. A spiritually advanced person has nothing to do with such designations. Therefore, if one is advanced in the science of Krishna consciousness, regardless of his position, in human society, he may become a spiritual master.
Here you see the bottom line here Prabhupada is giving. A spiritually advanced person has nothing to do with such designation. You can see it is very meaningful. Therefore, if one is advanced in the science of Krishna consciousness, regardless of his position in human society, he may become a spiritual master. Actually, in order to fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his prediction, every town, every village, the people will be chanting. In other words, we require many spiritual leaders, many sannyasis, many gurus, many preachers. That is why founder Acharya, Prabhupada says, all my disciples will become guru. Right? In general. Of course, there are so many types of gurus also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Amar aggai guru hiya taro ei desh. You deliver others. Jare dakho taro kaho Krishna. In other words, whoever tell, he himself practice and tell others, please chant Hare Krishna. Follow this program, he is also a guru. In one sense. It may not be officially, but Guru Tattva is very deep. If you want to know who is the Guru, in general it means a spiritual guide who can guide others in spiritual life. In this connection, Prabhupada wrote whatever he say about Guru, at the same time, there is Guru means there must be a disciple. So, who is really Guru, who is really disciple? All these things, whatever Prabhupada says, can be compiled in a book like this. More than I am sure more than 400 pages. Yes? If we follow, and you can know how much I am becoming a disciple, ideally, or become somebody to guide others. It can be said from different angles. Say, a real Guru should be a liberated soul. How much he is free from the material desire. How much he is not affected by the material attraction. It's very difficult. Yes? It's very difficult, yes? Some are doubtful. So don't answer. Let us check ourselves. We say, Prabhupada said, a devotee should be very thoughtful and think himself, how much I am a Vaishnava, how much I am a Brahmachari. Stamp may be there. Otherwise, later on, he may be in melancholy. Father accepts all son. He may, actually nobody is going away from this. Again he will come back. Father is always waiting. Prabhupada is always waiting. Or Krishna is always waiting. We go back to our original place with our father, Krishna. Perhaps, maybe, we may not like deep within our heart. We want to chant Hare Krishna, have nice temple, nice prasad, nice devotees association, preaching. Hari Bol. That's all. May not be that serious. That is what I understand from Prabhupada say. Most of you don't want to go back to Godhead. Though many did past spiritual life and again came and doing wonderful service, no doubt. But Krishna wants we go back to Him. We can never be happy here. How much we make nice dreams and have dreams colorful, I will be this way happy with honeymoon or whatever. Whoever, I'm sorry, everybody has got like that. She means so many things. Honeymoon then becomes silly moon. Or so many things I don't want to say strong word. This is what is You see, it's not an easy thing actually. As the Prabhupada said, one who comes to Krishna consciousness, really, he should be very serious. He take whatever Guru says. That is the meaning of Guru. Guru means heavy. Guru means heavy. As the Antres said, Khurasya dhara nishita durattaya. To live spiritual life means lead a spiritual mind with a dagger, very sharp. In a darkness you are handling. You can any moment chop your head even. You don't know. It is very serious. But we may not necessarily take it seriously. We take it easy. For various reasons. It's quite possible. Quite possible. But you take the words of the spiritual master, who is really coming in parampara, and he also under the guidance of a guru, strictly followed, and so many other items there. Say, one place saying, he can guide who controls his vachobega, his speech control. No, nonsense, he doesn't talk other than Krishna consciousness. And it's absolutely necessary. Jiva vega, to control tongue, very difficult. Yes? Many don't say anything. It's very difficult. Time immemorial, 8,400,000 species of life, we are always enjoying this root, being enamored, captivated by the beauty. Yes? Yes. Not everybody says yes. Doubtful. It's very difficult. Big, great sages, we are compared to them, not even the grain of dust. They become bhatak jata. Who do you think we are? Even Bilomangal Thakur, after being enlightened by kya naam? Chintamani, again he was going, again he was enlightened. Can you see? What we are compared to Bilomangal Thakur? Sitting here doing bhajan after that 700 years. Prabhupada said, accept it, don't think 700 years. Prabhupada said, still there are people 900 years old. You may not recognize, they won't come here, even to use it as a toilet. No, people are so degraded. But ISKCON is a hope. That's why Prabhupada made ISKCON. When he started, he said, this movement is meant for building character. So we can charge ourselves, what sort of sannyasi I am, what sort of brahmachari I am, what sort of Vaishnava I am. If you are perfect Brahmin, develop the quality, then maybe you can become a Vaishnava. In the true sense of the word. That is what Prabhupada in his lecture says. In general, of course, compared to outsider, it is a relative thing. Outsider, yeah, we are all Vaishnava. Right? And we can bring more and more people here. Bringing, but many are also going away. You take a sense as some movement, maybe 40, 50 years you see, out of 100, maybe 5 you see. What does it mean? Everybody will be tested. Each of us, every moment are tested. You are not tested? Yes? Yes. Tested. You will see so many times small fall down here. They are attracted by some beauty. It's a small fall down. Yes? That is what Prabhupada said. Krishna is recording, he is within there. Others may not see, because it may not be a gross. Yes? So, a real devotee is always very thoughtful. He thinks, he is introspective, he thinks. That is why there is there Brahmin, Brahma Bandhu, Grihastha, Grihomedi. If it is lower than the standard, he is saying like that. Vaishnava, the Kanishta Adhikar, Madhyam Adhikar, Uttam Adhikar. But to run the organization, thousands of people, you have to put them some category, like that. In a big university, thousands of PhD coming, defined as every year. So Prabhupada wrote down, who is the Vaishnava? Early days, anyway, he has wrote down. Then in Chaitanya Charitamrita written 26 quality. And same thing, Bhakti Siddhanta, Krishna, when he was living, Prabhas Kirtan, I think. Somewhere, he was talking to Uddhav. There also, he is telling, I am going back to Godhead. Uddhav being very attached to Krishna, he said, I also want to go back. And Krishna said, no. You can't. Why? I am telling you devotional service, and you go to Badrinath, and so many other things instructed. I am telling you what is devotional service, who is the devotee. There he also mentioned, you see, simply by surrendering, Krishnaika Saranam, by surrender, one develops all these good qualities. He may be in the society within his jurisdiction or outside, they will check that. What sort of bhakta he is ISKCON. So Prabhupada said, when you go outside, be careful, you have been watched by others. How you are acting, talking, this, you are representing ISKCON. So we have got a great responsibility. If people have got a respect to us, they will value and they will accept all these things. So Prabhupada said, I gave you all these things, maintain, follow these rules and regulations. Maintain this standard. If you change, then he told what will be the consequences. So, when Prabhupada was asked, on one occasion he said, in short, please tell us who is a Guru. Prabhupada said, Om Ajnana Timirandhasya. Only accept that I am in darkness, I don't understand. I am not this body, spirit, not theoretically. I have no conviction. A Paramahamsa, he can detect, is the word. In the dictionary it said, he can detect the matter and spirit, he can see that it is the spirit makes something move. If in the car everything is there, if the spirit, a man is not there, will the car move? No. This is of course theoretical, gives the example. But a very advanced Vaishnava, he can see, it is the soul who is making it move, not the theoretical knowledge. So he worships every living entity, what to speak of God only. He pays obeisance to everybody. May not be externally so. Everybody. Because everybody is a temple of God. Within everybody, the Lord is there as Paramatma. We have got a defined body and another got a defined body, whale or an elephant. Only the difference is this he sees. So he is Pandita, the Samadorshina, he sees everybody equally. He is just there, because of his consciousness and his karma, he got another dress. So Om Ajnana Timirandhasya, Jnananjana Shalakaya, one who can enlighten somebody. Chakshur Unmilitam, that's he opens his eye, that means enlightens him. He is Guru, who is teacher. So ISKCON requires so many teachers to fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Prabhupada made this movement and we have got a great responsibility. Of course, there are wonderful many devotees. They are spreading this Krishna consciousness movement and Prabhupada just started and from America or Europe. He put the rod of ISKCON moving. Now we simply have to push it. It will go on. Prabhupada said, I gave the skeleton, I gave the idea, now you shape it, Naki? Something like that. You say, I give everything, now you have to do. Now I am living. Now institute Varnashram Dharma. If there is no Varnashram Dharma, especially Daiva Varnashram Dharma, ultimate goal is to become a devotee of Krishna. It doesn't matter whether I am a Grihastha, whether I am a Brahmachari, whether I am a Vanaprastha or Sannyas, that is immaterial. Sometimes necessary, according to our propensity, inclination, Guru will say, do this, do this, do this. And this way, but ultimately nobody is, Kali Yuga everybody is Shudra. But everybody should be elevated to Vaishnava, especially Grihastha. Prabhupada said, they are supposed to be ultimately Paramahamsa. In other words, ideally a man, though difficult, should not see his wife as the object of sense gratification. How difficult it is, yes? I think it's very difficult. Those who are used to they know it is very difficult. This is ideal case. And he is as good as a brahmachari. And Prabhupada said maybe one life he can make it most probably. It's very difficult, that's why he says it. So Prabhupada started this Gurukul. Gurukul means from the age of 6, in a born you are put into Gurukul, there his life is day and night work hard for Guru. He sleeps very little, he eats like a bird, he sleeps like a dog. He takes bath like a crow. Quickly get up. What is the other thing? Huh? He meditates like a crane. You see crane, how he meditates. But his goal is fish come. So, a brahmachari is very alert. He sleeps very light sleep. Get up. Like a dog. Huh? Sleeps like a dog. Dog is very alert. He's always thinking, meditating on the instruction of what Guru says. He can remain brahmachari. Not like external dress and all these things. The brahmachari means, somewhere it is said, there is a Jaggovalkya saying, Swaranam, Keli, it's very difficult nowadays to do. Saranam, Kirtanam, Keli, Prekshanam, 5 I said, Sankalpa, Adhas, something like that, and then Kriya. Nowadays it is almost next to impossibility to live a life like that. Here is somebody, Gurukul Brahmachari, is sitting there and Prabhupada told like that. I am sure it is difficult, but for that good, let me say. First, it means then they become good brahmachari. If still find difficult, Guru's permission he can take Grihastha life. Or still does in such a way that within the age of 25 better get married. And then so that he plan in such a 50, he again give up, not remain, is very difficult. Naturally one become attached to children and wife, cut off. That is the ideal case, Prabhupada says. If these things are not properly done, then result will also be not desired result will be. So Prabhupada gave the ideal thing, he said, now you do. You say. So say, the Bilamangal case is this. Now, modern day, Ajamil's case. What Ajamil saw, this is nothing but drinking tea or water. Like that. What Ajamil, how Ajamil fell down, seeing some Sudra and Sudjan. Whole world, anybody, anywhere, can see either anywhere in the cinema, internet, anything. If that is the case, Prabhupada said, how difficult it is to maintain purity of brahmachari life. Of course, they are kept in nice place, as I know. Many of them. And Prabhupada actually taught us like that. Depending on time, place, circumstance, and the authority has to do something. Make some adjustment. Does. But Prabhupada said, I gave everything here. Now you do, everything you do, you will get result accordingly. But the moment you change, you have to face the consequence, which may not be, it may be far from pleasant. So we have, what I was going to see, we should, Prabhupada said, big temple, very good, but we should check it whether, what sort of devotee we are making. We distribute book, ultimately purpose is to make bhakta. And so fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Every town, village, people will be chanting, dancing. Sometimes a quantity at the cost of quality, you have to sacrifice quality to get quantity. This happens. Maybe sometime you can't help it. You have to do. So some may be looking more into quality, standard, purity, all these things. And to remind that, Prabhupada once said, if the purity is not there, everything is hollow. Oh, next time. So these are food for thought for our, I think I will say us, for ISKCON devotees who are supposed to guide others, bring others to Krishna consciousness. Maybe set up example, then people will respect us. So Prabhupada said, so hearing, chanting is very necessary. Should not give up. Many problems will come, we may have many meetings, but Prabhupada said, better you should have a lot of kirtan together. It is very nice seeing nowadays a lot of kirtan mela is going on. And devotees are very joining and liking, which cleans our heart. For the moment you give up, hearing, chanting, whole thing will be temple, deity, and appears to maintain a temple is so difficult sometimes, it costs so much that it appears Golab Graha. That means Vigraha becomes a burden. One says, oh, what Guru Maharaj gave us, it became a burden. Because if we don't stick to what Prabhupada says, so what I want to say in this connection is, again this term is Guru. Guru means heavy. What Prabhupada said, it is very, one has to take it very seriously, all of us. So that we can check. Before becoming all these things, at least Prabhupada said, I made this society to bake some first class Brahmin. These are all in India supposed to be all, many becoming, taking the title of Goswami, and people think Goswami means very elevated person. But maybe his father, forefather Goswami, they make it a title and inheriting. Thereby, what should I say, abusing? It's too strong word, I think. This title, I mean, people don't give importance the way they are using. Brahmin also. Brahmin son, Prabhupada said, no. Brahmin means jasya khanam proktam. Judge a person from his what symptom he has got, from his character. Yes, does he control his senses by engaging always, meditating on the lotus feet of Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Gaur Nitai? No. Otherwise, when he is attacked, mind is turbulent like a monkey. So one Acharya said, Bhajo Hure Mana, Sinandanana. Very difficult, Prabhupada said, especially these two, tongue and mind. Yes? Huh? Who has control over mind? Even Arjuna himself is saying. That is what we are doing here. And so our authority give us so much responsibility so that sometimes he cannot give more so that no room for Maya to enter. So Prabhupada was on us, even asked that, Prabhupada, what you pray? When I chant, I pray that I can be always engaged in Krishna's service. At the same time, please, Krishna, see that I don't become victim of Maya. See how powerful Maya is. And if you follow Prabhupada like that, in this case, a few stories nice that about Brahmin's qualification is there. Once, there is one boy, his mother is a maid servant, and he went to some rishi, most probably Gautam rishi. He said, I want to become your disciple, I also want to live spiritual life. He said, in that case, I want to know, all right, it's very good, you are requesting me, your initiation. What is your, by the way, your gotra? That means your porichoy, what should I say in English? Who is your father? In India, you don't know your father, nobody, society won't accept you. You cannot eat with others, or I can play with others, so they won't accept you. This is common, everybody knows. First question is, who is your father? Of course, India is fast changing. ISKCON is there to save India. You, all ISKCON devotees. Yeah. Then he asked his mother. Mother told, listen darling, I am a maid servant. So I serve many people associated with them, and this way I got you. This boy is grown up enough to understand what it means. That means his mother does not know who is actually his father. He won't be accepted in the society. Nobody will play with him well, eat with him, but invite him. He invites somebody, he won't go. This is what I know in India. It's common. Everybody knows. It's common. Maybe still now India is changing, of course, society. But still, when he asked, he in toto, exactly what his mother said, he told the rishi. Then rishi looked at him and see he has got Brahminical quality. Okay, I will initiate you. He could understand. Brahmin means very straightforward. He won't hide anything. At least to Guru and Krishna. He can become a Brahmin. Two things are very important, Brahmin. One is very truth. Even he knows his enemy, he will tell everything which somebody can take advantage. And so, in most cases, many may not say everything. He tells some part not. But he will tell. But that is why he is very powerful also. Very powerful. Anybody strictly follow in ISKCON even, those who are getting up early in the morning, take bath, take in, coming to Mangalarti, clean clothes, inside clean, outside clean, inside clean, remember Krishna's lotus feet, Radha, Shamsundar, Krishna Balaram, Gaunita. Pavitra, pavitra, sarva vastangotva, just so that pundarikakham, bhajya, abhantaram, shuchi. This is the way how to remain pure inside. And Prabhupada said that I want to make perfect Brahmin, not like here is this coming. It's like priest becoming like a guru. You don't accept. We'd rather have an institution and they become perfect Brahmin, Brahminically qualified. They become sannyasi. There's also who is ideal sannyasi. It's all there, Prabhupada's many quotations, it's on a book. We cannot here get into it. We can say few of the means. He has no social intercourse, this sannyasi means. But depending on time, circumstance, places, Prabhupada has to marry his boys and girls. Prabhupada says, I have to. My godbrothers criticize me. Otherwise, very difficult to preach Krishna consciousness. There is verses in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Kirata, Huna, all these, Hukkasa, Andhra, they all can be delivered. Unless they are made Brahmin, unless they are made sannyasi, who will preach, who will listen to him? So Prabhupada has to do that. His godbrothers, not like, they can't do anything like that, fulfill desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we should strictly follow. Prabhupada said, the moment you read others' book, then you will misunderstand me. This is the difficulty. I gave you spend your whole life to understand and digest it. Even in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, you read and digest, you will become completely God realized. Everything is there. And difficult is this, to control mind, to control tongue. Samo, damo, tapo, austerity. Of course, Prabhupada says, everybody get up early money, come to Mangalarti, what I say, do that. Other things do, you can make so much advancement. Can remain good brahmachari, he makes so much advancement. And one of his disciples, this Jayananda, Prabhupada said, I don't know whether he used to think or I hope, when he came to know, he expired, Prabhupada said, I hope or I think, something like that. In this life he will make it back to God. Who knows, there could be many like Jayananda, like devotee, grihastha, ladies, men, sannyasi, GBC. We don't know. You can go back to God. ISKCON is wonderful organization. Nowhere in the world you see like this. So unified and well organized society. That is what Prabhupada wanted. So I am simply repeating what Prabhupada said. He asked me, please forgive me, I am not a big scholar. Prabhupada said, just repeat what I said, that is your preaching. And here we see, he is saying, it does not matter whether one is a Brahman, Shudra, Vyasta or a sannyasi. These are all material designation. When you go back to God, Krishna won't ask, you are X, you are Y, you are X, Y, Z, nothing is done. You will see our pure devotion to Him. Anna, Viraj, no material desire. Like Karmi, Jnani, Yogi. Oh, Sarvapadhi Vinirmuktam. And free from false ego, I am this, I am that. This is difficult. Again, in one incident, once Bhagavad Gita was being read and Prabhupada said, this is chapter 16, to know who is demoniac, who is divine, who is devotee, who is not a devotee. So devotee means just be judged in terms of quality. Krishna will see this quality, pure devotee. And at one point they are reading about the asuric quality. There is one sloka, they are saying asuric quality. Dambha darpa abhimanascha ajnana krodha. Harsh, some other words, I forgot, I know little Sanskrit study. The one who has got these qualities, these are demoniac qualities. When Prabhupada was sitting and listening, suddenly one devotee asked Prabhupada, can we ask some question? Yes. I find many of us have got all these things. Very proud, arrogant, harsh. Prabhupada said, this has to go. If you are really devotee, means you should be trinadopi sunichena. You should think how insignificant you are. 10,000 part of a tip of a hair. Who do you think you are? In this connection, another story is there. Once, devotee is complaining about some authority in some organization. After listening, the founder Acharya of that organization called him and said, you are authority of how many percent? Well, the temple has got that many devotees of that. This temple has got how many? And this city, so many lakhs. How many cities there are in this country? So many cities. The whole country, this many people. And in this earth, so many countries, so many, how many? And this, like this earth, how many planets and they are living in it? So many. So in this universe, and suddenly say, who do you think you are? and somebody overheard Prabhupada saying, I give them some position and they should treat it as a family. Everybody should be treated with love and affection. Then automatically he will carry out the order. But if he feel, I don't think the way he see me, not as a family, but like a servant, then naturally he will be. I am not criticizing, telling some truth, everything is from what Prabhupada said. I am quoting that like that. You don't feel. Prabhupada said, whole Krishna consciousness is based on love and trust. It's a mutual thing. If you are in a big position, Prabhupada wrote how he will act. And in the lower position, how he will act. It's all there. So I am simply asking all these things, giving you food for thought, thinking, so that you become little introspective. What sort of Vaishnava we have become, Brahmin, this, that, as Prabhupada said. So it is a nice thing. Srimad Sukadev Goswami is nothing, he is a little boy, 16 years. Why did they respect? There are big personalities, Vyasdev, and so many other, they let him. You go and sit there, Vyasaswan, and Maharaj Parikshit asking, different person saying different thing. And he said, I will simply, 7 days you are dying, I will tell you simply Krishna Katha. You simply listen to that. So Prabhupada said, every day like this, we should have class and Krishna Katha, Krishna Tattva. Devotee, who is the devotee? so that we can know what sort of bhakta we are, so that accordingly we can also preach. We can make other bhakta, which devotees many are doing already. And even future generation, our new future generation, they are brahmachari now, they will become also ideal, grihastha or brahmachari or sannyasi or dinam, whatever, doesn't matter, even preaching. Nice preacher. This is a preaching movement. Before we preach, we should ask, we should preach ourselves. Am I also like that? Then people will just that's what I want to say, and nothing else. I think time is almost over, 5 minutes there. I said I leave it for discussion and comment. I am here also to learn from you. Many of us here could be long time in the movement, and maybe younger, but no more. Please, you can make your comment and ask question also. There must be many persons know more, which I may forget or may not know. I am telling from Prabhupada. You can correct me also. I don't mind. I am here to learn as long as we live. It's not some stamp, I am this. You have got to take it, accept it. No, I don't think so. That is I didn't learn this thing from Prabhupada. Yes? Anybody question? Yes. Or comment? So another is asking a question, a Brahmin.
Maharaj, you said that surrender is a qualification to cultivate qualities. To cultivate qualities is only surrender. So
Yes.
I'm wondering if it's unnecessary to meditate on trying to be more humble or trying to be more straightforward or trying to cultivate these political qualities. Is that unnecessary? Meditate on this.
Somebody can put it nicely. Both could be right, depending on time, place and circumstances. Same time, it is not everybody has to be molded in the same mold. Yes? Does it make sense to you? Do you think everybody will be molded in the same mold? Not necessary. But everybody should be here, whether he is doing cleaning, he can become maybe not that much sensual, whereas other can be brahmachari, could be sensual. So everybody doesn't have to be exactly same, but everybody has to become a Vaishnava. Make sense? Do you think if somebody is cleaning the floor, he is cleaning his heart, and somebody may tell so many things from the scripture, his heart may not be that much clean? Yes? So, everybody doesn't have to be in the same designation and this, that, but everybody has to become a Vaishnava ultimately. He may be a big position, so what's wrong? Rukmini Devi is cleaning the palace, though she has got thousands of servants. She is not becoming humble? Think herself, Tinadu Vishunichana, everything she is doing. Bhaktivinoda Thakur going in a train as a magistrate, and everybody captured the place. No place to sit, and he is sitting in the floor. He is not humble, teaching? Yes or no? So, it's not necessary. He can't say, hey, get out, give me a seat. He didn't say. Do you know who I am? I am the magistrate. He didn't say that. He was sitting in the floor, and some guy, he could recognize him. He said, do you know, you are sitting on the planet captured, who is the head of this area, district, he can give you heavy punishment. Suppose he is supposed to be here. Would you give him seat? They are not answering. He is sitting here. Oh, really? Still they don't give. Can you see? I am not criticizing anything, I am telling something true. That's all. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was asked, he didn't like, somebody was criticizing him, telling sentimentalist, Prakashananda Saraswati. Then those who like him, Chandrasekhar and Tapan Mishra maybe. Please correct me. They say, we cannot tolerate this thing. Can you sometime come to that in their association? Without being invited by them, he went there as a listener, and he washed his feet where they are washing, and he's sitting near where they are washing the feet. They could understand him. at once came and said, please come. But on his part, he is very humble, teaching us. Huh? We don't have to copy him, we can take the lesson from him. Huh? Make sense to you? That is what I mean. This is called character. This is called character. This is called character. So Prabhupada says this movement is meant for building character. It is not an easy thing to change our habit, yes? So habit is the second nature. Who can say, I can change my habit easily? Very difficult. He said, I think English, old habits die hard, yes? So I'm sure if we see some palatable dishes, naturally we are attracted before thinking whether I take it or not. At night taking sweet. And at night, after taking sweet, I find mind is getting restless. I know I should not do something, I force do. It's not possible? Yes or no? Yes. We know we shouldn't do, we are forced to do. You know I should not do. See ourselves doing. And later on repent. Huh? Very difficult. But Prabhupada gave everything in his book. If we don't associate with devotees, then we become victim easily. Many this happen. We go away from devotee. We become victim. That is why Prabhupada made this society, so live with devotee together, discuss all these things. Matchitta madgata prana, bodhayanta paraspam. Here we are doing bodhayanta paraspam. You can teach each other, enlighten each other. Make sense? That is what I learned from Prabhupada. Just he was saying. There is one Brahman. Of course, it may not be applicable to everybody, as you say. It's true. Tell what Prabhupada said. Of course, in Bengali. I am telling it in English. It may not be international level, I don't expect. So, there is Krishna Chandra, one king or a jamindar be in his place, village and all this area, Navadvip, there was a big Brahman, well known. The king came, wanted to see because his wife said, I am taking bath in Navadvip, and one lady said, be careful, here is Ramdas's wife is taking bath. The queen says, what? I am the queen? Who is this Ramdas guy? Tom, Dick, Harry. Actually, he is not Tom, Dick, Harry. He is Brahmin, in true sense of the word. She may be the queen, so what? In another sense, so Brahmin is higher than a king or jamindar. He should take advice like a guru in the society, ideal society. So she told her husband, who is this Ramdas? He said, he's Brahmin. Everybody nobody respect him. We are royal family. King said, cool down, I am going to check. He went there, he went to Navadvip and found out where Ramdas lives. Ramdas is usually a saintly person, keep himself very impoverished so that he can remain humble, then get carried away by Sri, beauty, Aishwarya, by opulent, Sutta, knowledge, and Janma, coming from a high class family. So anyway, he went, he is a teacher, he has got a school, he teaches. Actual teacher does not take any fee nowadays, what is there? No fee. But out of feeling indebted, a student brings from his house some rice, maybe some vegetable, this, that. So he came and he said, he saw house, there may be waterfalls through the roof not well done by straw. So he said, he is hesitating to say, seeing his mood, can I do something? No, I don't require anything. By God's grace, whatever I get, I am happy. Really? You see, your roofs require some repairing. I can manage. Water doesn't fall? Yeah. I can manage. Me and my wife, what? We require little place. What about clothing? Can I buy some clothes for you? No, whatever we have. My students sometimes bring something. Sometimes he may not bring. What he brings for your food? Sometimes rice, sometimes dal, sometimes sabji, sometimes not. Yeah, sometimes nothing, yeah. Sometimes maybe rice left over, he cooks. So what say, sabji, dal you eat. You see this tree? What is the tree? Tamarind tree. So where is sabji? Where is vegetable? Tamarind. Yes, my wife put in rice, boiled rice and put some tamarind. Is that all? Yeah, I am happy. Because he knows I am not this body. It's not the theoretical knowledge. So he is not attracted to all these things. Because suppose there is no tamarind, then what will you eat? Well, there are leaves there. Leaf? How? You put the leaves in the rice and boil and eat, me and my wife. Surprised to see. Any other thing I can do? No. You are happy? Of course I am happy. How? Simply reading scripture and finding the truth and realizing. I get unlimited happiness. Of course I am not expecting everybody to see this as standard. But I understand from Prabhupada, he will tell somebody, you are from this place, you do this, be careful, don't copy everybody. So everybody doesn't have to be same mold, but at the same time could be a good Vaishnava or a Vaishnavi. Otherwise why Prabhupada will make so many gurus coming from different culture, Brahmin, Sannyasi? He didn't care what his God does say. To fulfill the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have to have. We have to have more Sannyasi. Maybe more guru. But the higher authority they will decide. So many other stories there. So depending on different things, everybody doesn't have to be same, but everybody has to be a first class Vaishnava to set up example. Sometimes there are flowers in the forest, may not be recognized, yes? Many fragrant. So had not Prabhupada told about Jayananda, I don't know how many devotees will see. He was not officially, he was not in the limelight of ISKCON, he was. Everybody knew he worked very hard. But Prabhupada, with many leaders going out, suddenly he said, you go, I am coming. He'll go and see what he is doing. Prabhupada liked very much him. He was so dedicated. He may not have been sannyas. He was not a big man in terms of designation or position. Of course, those who are taking big responsibility must have good qualities, otherwise why they will be in position of sannyas, this, that. But I am asking that what exactly, what is required? Required is ideal, who is ideal brahmachari, ideal grihastha, ideal sannyasi, and others who should see. Ultimately, these things are not necessary. As much as everybody has to become a first class Vaishnava with all the good qualities, as this boy said. Say, Prabhupada, these are within us. Prabhupada said, if you are a Vaishnava, if you really develop the quality of Vaishnava, all these things should go away very soon. So it's a good question you ask, but remember this. You have got demoniac quality, yes, you are a good boy, you are telling the truth. Now you try, check yourself, you have become free. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. I am talking, maybe a big mouth, talking all big things, please forgive me. I am taking in front, Baap ka beta, Prabhupada what he taught, I am on behalf of Prabhupada telling you. It applies to me also. Please pray for me. Hare Krishna.